we are talking about hair porosity tonight. So this is our show. I'm sorry, you guys are getting a little front end. Are we live on YouTube? Yeah. Mine is not.
I can see you.
Sorry guys, Periscope, give us 1 second. We're live now. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm Kanisha Hudson, and welcome to another episode of, we don't have a name for this. Welcome to Urban Bella. So tonight we are, as we are every night, we're always talking about natural hair, how to care for it, how to grow it, how to style it, why aren't your products working for you, why are our products better? So tonight, as usual, we'll go into all of the good stuff. Got a couple of folks asking me a couple of questions on some personal text, and out there, you access this show. If you're on Periscope and you want to watch on YouTube, you access this show just by going to Urban Bella Tube on YouTube, or you can just Google Urban Bella Tube and you will see this broadcast. If you're watching on Periscope, please let me know. Send some hearts. Right now, I do see 2 people out there. Okay, so if you're out there, please send hearts. Please share this broadcast with people that you know. Just to give a little recap, I always like to give a little recap and explanation. We are going to start this show, obviously, as always, with some education and explanation. Every week, we teach on a specific topic, and we like to dig deep. So in these episodes, you're going to learn a lot. Tonight's topic is porosity, and we have a model. We always have a model. Tonight, we are going to be showing you a flat twist set using Urban Bella Cragel. And as I talk about porosity, I will share how obviously our line comes into play in managing your porosity level. Again, just to tell everybody who I am, I'm Kanisha Hudson. I'm the founder and creator of Urban Bella Brands. My team tonight to help me with production, as always, Atlanta Natural Hair Care is in the house on the comment section. Yay, thank you. I can't clap because I'm holding Periscope at the same time. My producer is my wonderful husband. Hi, Nicole. One thing that I'm so appreciative of my husband is my producer. He breaks his, and that's how his ringtone sounds, like a barking dog all the time. They said the big dog is calling. So the big dog is producing tonight and making sure my lighting is right, camera's right, and the stylist is none other than the superstar, Shauna. Woo! We got Shauna on the ones and twos. So we got Shauna tonight, as always, in the house, educating you all, teaching you about natural hair, and of course, always taking care of your natural hair styling when you come into the salon. Shauna's going to keep you on track. She's going to tell you how to use your products. Again, Periscope folks, give us some hearts. Please show us that you like Periscope. I look awesome. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Stacy. So shout out to one of our salon partners in Augusta, Georgia, Diversity Salon. Ladies, if you're anywhere near South Carolina, Augusta, I think it's called the River something area. Tell me what it's called, Stacy, please, so I can tell everybody the right, what y'all refer to the area as. Go to Diversity Salon on Old Evans Road. Wonderful team. Big shout out to them. So anyway, I'm going to kind of go ahead and dive. Martinez, thank you. Martinez, Georgia. So Martinez. It's Martinez. Are you from Martinez, Georgia? Oh, our model is from Augusta, Georgia. Woo-hoo-hoo. So tonight we really got Augusta representing. So I was just there recently. I just want to share with you all very quickly. Please definitely follow Diversity at DYEVERCITY. They are doing a wonderful series on the total woman. They're talking about your health, your wellness, your finances, your business, your networking, everything. They're addressing more than just your external, they're addressing your internal. So I'm really excited about what they have going there. So I really want to give a shout out to one of our wonderful partners, and they have been a great partner. Love you too, dearly, dearly love Stacy and her team. So I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about hair. And tonight, again, I'm gonna take 10 minutes. We're gonna talk about porosity, or as long as we need. We'll talk about porosity. As soon as Shauna's ready with our beautiful, beautiful model. Carol is the model tonight. You'll see her shortly. And with Carol, we did a flat twist. So somebody on the team, y'all hand me a bottle of Gel, I will touch on that. All right, so let's jump right in. Let me tell you something that somebody asked me. They wanted to know why at Urban Bella do we seem to focus on type, sorry y'all, technical difficulty here. Why do we focus so much on type 4 naturals? And it's not that we don't only focus on type 4 naturals. It's just that I'm a type 4 natural, 4C. Our Shauna is, majority of our team is, most people that we know are. Most of the clients that come into our salon have type 4 natural hair. Of course, we see a lot of things. We see many ethnicities, but we feel professionally that there is a lack of representation of type 4 naturals when you go out to do your research and you're looking to see how a product works. All of you may have heard of the phrase unicorn hair. Well, type 4 naturals, we don't feel unicorny at all. We feel very, very, you know, sometimes left out. We feel left out of the product loop, and we feel left out of, you know, oh, hey, I can grab that product off the shelf and I know it works for me. So we like to really open up the dialogue about that. And we know that if we talk about it more, other brands will talk about it more. More YouTubers who have type 4 hair will get encouragement, and we'll be, you know, what's unicorn hair? Unicorn hair is referred to as anytime you see someone and all they do is run a cream through their hair, a light gel, and no matter what they do, their hair always looks amazing. It's usually really, really long, really, really silky. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it has a lot more variety when it comes to what kind of products they can use. And us type 4C naturals and type 4 naturals tend to feel like, I really, you know, I have a hard time. I ask somebody a question about a product and it might be great for her, but for me, it just didn't do anything. Like, I'm going to touch on porosity tonight. A lot of what I'm going to say about hair that's highly porous applies to type 4 naturals, the product struggles, the lack of shine, all of that stuff. So type 4s typically don't feel like unicorn hair, but there's lots of type 4s that feel unicorn. I have some unicorn days, not many, but sometimes. So we'll touch on that tonight. So that's to answer the question I got about why at Urban Bella do we tend to, I guess, talk a lot in our videos about type 4s. That's why. So another question I got earlier today that I want to touch on is, how do I maintain moisture in between salon appointments? It is absolutely critical that you deep condition your hair in between salon visits. I can't tell you how many times we talk to a client and we shampoo and condition and cut and trim and steam and do all these wonderful things to their hair every quarter, and they're on point with their appointments. But then in between that, they don't do any deep conditioning or anything. And so we just want to make sure that you understand that that is a key part. We highly recommend that you use the Urban Bella hydrating conditioner to do that. It builds your moisture up over time. It doesn't build up on the hair, but the hair condition really, really transforms. Obviously, I'm a big, big fan of non-lather cleansing. Have been since we opened the salon, and I found non-lather cleanser in 2005. We opened the salon in 07, but the retail in 06. And we actually, as soon as we opened in 06, we made sure that people understood how non-lather cleansing can transform moisture issues. If you're having any moisture issues, I want to encourage you to go to our website, grab our hydrating, our shampooing, our cleansing and conditioning duo. I'm sorry. It's our shampoo and conditioner in a set, and it is really, really wonderful. It really will transform your hair. Give yourself a 30-day challenge. Wash your hair once a week. Call us and let us know how your moisture issues have really fallen away. All right, so I want to just touch on that. Tonight we're going to talk about porosity, and one of the main things I want to explain is porosity. I want to define it for you first of all, so people will understand what it is. In a general sense, porosity is the void of space. It measures how easily water moves through something. So with your hair, if you have a strand of hair, if you have a lot of voids in your hair, a lot of holes, you're going to have really high porosity. The fewer holes or voids you have in your hair, you have lower porosity. Water can't pass through as easy. You've heard me explain this before, so for a lot of you, this won't be new. Let's just touch really quickly on a couple things. So how do you know if you have high low, or medium porosity. And that's how we measure it. We measure it in high, low, medium. People with high porosity, the cuticle is raised and water can move through it very easily. So if you think of a pine cone, okay, we'll take a pine cone as an example of measuring porosity. A pine cone, when you find them and they're wide open and they look like a Christmas tree, that's exactly how your hair is. The cuticles are all open, water goes in, water goes out. Another sign of highly porous hair is it tends to be more brittle when it's not really taken care of. Hair that's highly porous will tell on you very quickly if it's not being well taken care of. Soaks up a lot of products. It tends to be more bushy. And you'll find like how does it impact you with a styler? You'll find like creamy stylers really, really can flake on hair that's really porous. That cuticle catches a lot of that cream. You have a lot more build more easily because things get tucked up in that cuticle. And then you go to dry and then you have that flaky, those little balls of product that's real soft and it'll look like dandruff. It's not, it's just product that's kind of beaded up and rolled together. But you have a few more product challenges. You can do the porosity test. We did it here in the salon one day. You can take a strand of your hair, drop in a glass of water. If you have high porosity, that strand of hair will sink all the way to the bottom. So imagine a boat with a bunch of holes in it. If it takes on water, it's sinking to the bottom, okay? High porosity hair, polar opposite. I'm sorry, low porosity. Low porosity hair is the exact opposite. The cuticle is very compact, very closed. So a pine cone that is completely closed cannot take on water. It's really, really shiny, but nothing's getting in and nothing's getting out. Not as brittle, harder to break that kind of pine cone. If you drove over with your car, it's probably still going to be intact versus that really open pine cone is going to break and crack and crumble to nothing. Okay, so medium porosity is right in the middle. The cuticle is only moderately open or moderately closed. It can take on a normal amount of water. It can give up a normal amount of water. And it's relatively easy to keep that type of hair hydrated without any problem. The hair for medium porosity tends to be relatively bouncy with or without product. It tends to be the same. I won't say the same with or without product, but you don't have to use a ton of product when you're working with medium porosity. Low porosity hair tends to be very, very hard to get moisture in. You don't lose as much, but it's hard to get it in as well. That when you have low porosity, the hair tends to fall heavy. So if you wear your hair straight and you have highly porous hair, you always have big bouffant hair that blows in the wind. If you wear your hair straight and you have low porosity, you tend to have a very sleek, smooth look to your hair. It hangs heavy, it hangs low. It doesn't get a lot of blow in the wind. Well, it'll get blow in the wind, but it doesn't have the same kind of movement. Low porosity hair tends to look very shiny, and highly porous hair tends to look very, very dull. People with highly porous hair will say things a lot like, my hair always looks dry. My hair looks dry. My hair always looks dry. If your hair always looks dry, it doesn't mean it is dry. It just means that your cuticle is wide open and it can't reflect that light very well. Where the closed cuticle can reflect light perfectly fine, so you get to see more of the natural shine. And unfortunately, we think shine means moisture, and they absolutely are not related at all. So shine does not mean moisture. You can have a bang and blow dry with a lot of shine and have very damaged, very, very dry hair. Okay, so let's talk quickly about how to manage your porosity level. If you're on Periscope and if you have questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. I have to just keep remembering to looking at this camera too. I forget. Maybe I need to hold it like that. Okay. Oh, that's even better. That's better. Okay. So if you like my hair, thank you. I did a twist out today using Cragel. I'm sorry, before I jump into what to do, before I forget, everybody, this is the product that I used. This is our new Cragel. I did a dry twist out with the Cragel. I have very porous type of hair. Now I have a lot of gray, y'all. So, and I was told to color it by somebody. I have very porous type 4 hair, and I do not get shine. I never have. And the Cragel gave me a ton of great shine. So I want to quickly touch on, we're 7:15? We're 7:15. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Thank you so much. Okay, 7:15. So I need to hurry up. Shauna's gonna check on her model. She's dry. All right, I'm gonna let Shauna come sit here. I will come back and talk about how to manage your porosity level. But right now I'm gonna get up and Shauna and the model are gonna sit down. Y'all can come on over. I'll just glide right on out. I'll take the no, hold it. Okay. Yeah, hold it. I'm fine. So I'm going to, while Shauna's talking, those watching on Periscope, you'll get to see Shauna working on the model. She's basically gonna style her hair. If you wanna see what we did to set it, there are 3 other videos on YouTube. One where we discuss how to properly use the Urban Bella non-lather cleanser. The other where we detangle the hair. The last one shows you shows us setting her hair and flat twisting it with Cragel. And now you're gonna get to see Shauna finish styling it. And I will talk about maintaining how to work with your porosity level on these last few minutes of the show. If you have any questions, right to the right side of your screen on YouTube, please type them in. Atlanta Natural Hair Care is in the house. They know all about natural hair. They're a huge organization here in Atlanta, 25,000 members strong. So definitely just let us know your questions. I'm getting a flag from the producer.
Got a question.
Oh, we have a question. Okay, what's up? I'm gonna still get out of the way while I answer the question.
The question is, can you lose porosity if you take a lot of medication?
Absolutely. Medication can change your hair in ways beyond what we really understand. But yes, it can affect your porosity because what's happening is that's coming through your body, through you at the cellular level. Medication changes your hair, babies change your hair, a lot of things change your hair. So absolutely that can happen. You may find it, for the most part with medication, it probably makes your porosity level higher. And some medications will make the hair feel more wiry, a little more fried. And it can be temporary or it can be permanent. It just depends. Okay, so cameras on Shauna. So Periscope, I'm gonna learn how to use Periscope. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so I'm going to, ladies, turn this camera around. There we go. Okay, so Shauna is just showing you, Shauna's gonna talk now. My hair holds lint very easily, any tips. Shampoo, condition at least once a week. And you may want to look at what type of product I use. And if you want to share with me your routine on Periscope, I'm happy to give you some tips. I would say we typically don't run into too many of those types of issues, but let me know exactly what your routine is, and I'm happy to give a little more detail. All right, I'm gonna turn it over to Shauna.
Okay, so basically at this point, I'm just going through and separating her twists. And before we did a video on how I set her hair, and we did use the Cragel. Her hair was about 80% dry when I set it. So she was under the dryer for maybe about 30 minutes. And as I just showed before, I've used about, say maybe a dime size amount of the shine butter to take it down, which is going to help me to reduce any frizz.
And Dana, I see your questions on Periscope. I'm going to give me 1 second to chime in on
it. And so you want to be really delicate. Carol's hair is very soft, so you still want to kind of piece through and separate as delicately as you can so that you don't lose your definition.
Okay, so Dana asked a question on Periscope. She wanted to know she said she sleeps on the back and side of her head, and that tends to be very dry. Definitely, and your second question, Dana, you asked me satin or silk pillowcase. I use satin. I find that works best for me, but I definitely have talked to clients who find the silk is better for them. They have better moisture with their hair when they use the silk. I say start with the satin. Dana, are you using a cotton pillowcase? Because if you are, cotton absolutely will dry you out. And it doesn't seem to me to matter no matter what I do.
If I hydrate, deep condition, if I sleep on cotton, my hair is going to be extremely, extremely dry. So definitely do that. Another thing is sometimes if you have really dry areas at night before you go to bed, moisturize your hair with a water-based moisturizer. The one that we use, I'm going to show you. I'm going to step away from that. This is going to look cute. Thank you, Trisha. She says it's going to look really cute. So I'm going to go over to our moisturizing cream. You had some on the table. Y'all drank them? On the back behind the thing over there? Okay, so I'm going to go over here so Periscope can see where I'm going. And sorry, y'all are going to really, Periscope, y'all getting the real behind the scenes. Okay, so these are Urban Bella products. This is our hydrating moisturizing cream. You can actually see this on our website. And this is what I would recommend, Dana, to use at night to twist the hair or put it in your hair. And that way you're going to bed with hydrated. Also the product you use. Now this is Gel. And whenever we use our products here at Urban Bella, we really don't have dryness or moisture issues. Sure. Okay, ooh, I should have brought one over here.
Yeah.
All right, so Carol, if you hold that in the camera so YouTube can see what product we're talking about. You hold it close, thank you. Okay, so just wanted to show Periscope, y'all are seeing all of the behind the scenes, cameras, lights, everything. So YouTube, what Dana is holding up, Carol, sorry Dana, we're talking like you're here. What Carol is holding up is the Urban Bella Hydrating Cleanser. That is our number 23 on our website. Excellent, excellent product, excellent moisture. Customers have been buying it in the droves because the weather's about to cool down. We're about to lose a little bit of the moisture in the air. So people are starting to prepare the hair for the cooler weather. So do that as well, ladies. Make sure you're preparing your hair. And again, if you have highly porous hair, this is a great product. I'm a big fan of butter. People love butters. But like if you're a type 4 natural and you've heard of the LOC method, LOC, or the LOCO method, LCO, which is LOC is leave-in oil cream, meaning put a leave-in in your hair, then an oil, then a cream for maximum hydration. But I recommend the LOCO method, LCO, which is leave-in cream oil. The reason why is because I believe that when you do, I live in Texas, still effective. Absolutely. I did, Shayla, I did some work in Texas, and yes, you have to hydrate your hair. Shayla, what part of Texas are you in? It matters. Texas is huge and y'all have a lot of weather. Tell me what part you're in and I can give more detail. But when you have type 4 hair, you need to do the leave-in or Austin. Okay, I haven't been to Austin before. I'm not sure kind of whether y'all have in Austin, but if it's anything like Fort Worth or Dallas, that area, I found that area to be very, very, very dry, and I had to really, really hydrate my hair. Humid. Okay, so if it's humid, you can dial it back a bit. And humid weather doesn't require, the atmosphere lends a lot to your hair, so you don't have to work quite as hard. I'm sorry, I should really be putting the camera on the hair. I'm like filming your hands. So the reason I was explaining, thank you all. Please send us hearts, guys. We're trying to get to 1 million hearts. So if you like sending hearts, throw them up there. Please send us a bunch of hearts. I have no idea what those hearts mean, but it might mean something big. So pump them up. Thank you. All right. So the LOCO method, I prefer that. I like doing a leave-in and then a cream because I want as much water on the hair, and then the oil, or in our house, we like butter, number 9, shine butter, because that seals in the water and the moisture you just put in. Type 4s need the moisture, then you seal in the moisture. I have a question, I think.
Yeah, can you show the product, the moisturizing cream?
So absolutely.
See what the product looks like?
Like actually the actual one in the jar. Absolutely. Trade in hearts for shoes. Are they giving out shoes? Because I'll take shoes too, Trisha. Thank you. All right. So I was asked, can I show? Can I give that to you? I'm gonna have our model hold the Periscope camera, so you all can watch her while I grab. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm showing you Elaine. Sorry, Elaine. Okay. So that way you can see Carol having her hair done, and I'm going to actually get the product so you can see the products. I'm just going to put it on my hands because I think that's going to be the easiest. And then, okay, so This is the moisturizing cream, okay? Very rich, very creamy, water-based. And I'm happy to show that as well on Periscope. So you all, this is the, trying to get it so you can see it. Actually, I'll hold that. My producer's standing too close to me. That means my time is running out. So this is the moisturizing cream, okay? YouTube family, that's the moisturizing cream. It's so soft and creamy, it's like lotion. Really, really nice. And literally, I'm going to rub that right into my arms. That's how versatile it is. So yeah, it is. Cool. Carol's like, really? Okay. Pretty cool. So then you have the shine butter. Just a little dab of the butter. Can you all see that okay? Can they see that? Let me look at let me see the camera. Can they see? Let me turn it this way. Okay, so this is the shine butter. It might look a little creamy on there, but it's not creamy at all. It has a really, really high gloss. So can you see that gloss? So that's you're basically rubbing down to an oil-like consistency. Can you see that?
No. Yes.
Okay, so you see that high shine? That's the shine butter. And I'm actually gonna put that right on top of the moisturizer on my skin. And that lets you know what's in it. Good stuff. Because being able to rub your hair product onto your skin comfortably lets you know that it's formulated very simply and very clean. So we're getting close to the end, everybody. We have about 5 minutes left in our production tonight. So if you have any questions, go ahead and send me your final questions. And let me quickly touch on the porosity stuff. To think, I didn't think I was gonna have enough to say. All right. Give me my tablet, Mr. Producer. Okay. All right, so as we were talking about porosity, one thing I wanna say is that one of the key things if you wanna manage your porosity, if you have high porosity and you need to manage it, protein helps a lot. So protein's kind of filling in the gaps along the hair shaft, keeping the hair strong, but don't over protein. You don't want to do that. Make sure if you're doing protein, you're keeping it mild. Don't run out and get a damaged remedy if you don't have damaged hair. You can cause your hair to be too brittle. Another wonderful thing if you have really high porosity that keeps you from losing protein is coconut oil. Is really, really wonderful. So like in our salon here, Urban Bella, if you're local, you don't have to be local. We have clients coming from all over the world to get their hair done here. If you're coming into Urban Bella, ask us about our in-house coconut hydration protein treatment. I'm sorry, it's not a hydration. The coconut protein treatment. We put it on you under the steamer. It builds and strengthens the hair, but the biggest thing you're going to notice is how much it hydrates your hair. If you're struggling with anything, come in and see us for that treatment. We do it for a limited amount of time. We'll be doing it through the month of September. All right, so wash your hair more often. Shampoo, condition with non-lather cleanser. That is our Urban Bella #7 non-lather cleanser. I'm sorry, Stephen, right in your face. If you're having issues with porosity, you want to build the elasticity in your hair. That's one of the biggest challenges of being really porous, not enough elasticity. So you got to build that up. Lather shampoos work against you. While they're great for the scalp, they are horrible, horrible for the hair. So it's kind of a fight until, you know, us product development companies find that happy ground. So using hydrating cleansing products. Pay attention to the pH of the products you're using. If you already have really porous hair, you don't want to use products in your hair that have a pH of higher than 5 or 5.5. If you do, make sure you understand to come behind it with something that recloses the cuticle, okay? If you have low porosity, you find it difficult to get things into the hair. Treatments, steaming, and deep conditioning open up the cuticle for you and allow you to really, really get in the hair with ease. Okay? So those are my quick high notes. And that is pretty much our show for tonight. And I'll take that Periscope. Thank you. So Periscope, you guys okay? Any questions? Thank you for the heart so much. If you all want to watch, we always leave the camera rolling until the style is done. So please feel free to watch it. You can watch the whole production of this, behind the scenes, everything. And join us again in 2 weeks, which will be September the 17th. What is that?
Is that the 17th? That's the 17th, I believe. September 17th, 7 p.m. We will have another show, another episode, another wonderful model. If you're interested in modeling with us, please call us 404-255-5022 or email us at info@urbanbella.net. We are always looking for models. We have a great lineup planned for 2016 for the show, and of course for the fall and for the winter as well. And Shauna's going to spin our model around so you all can see the final look. And Periscope, I will flip this around so you can see the model. And again, we styled our model with Cragel. There we go. Wonderful. Oh, thank you all for the hearts.
Now, how do I go to sleep on this?
So Shauna's talking about how to go. So we're talking about how to go to sleep on it. So we're going to keep the camera rolling while we discuss that.
So really the best way to maintain this, what I suggest is to go back and retwist your hair, maybe in bigger sections around the perimeter. So I would say because your bang is a bit softer, go ahead and just retwist that just so it keeps a bit of the definition, but definitely like around your ears and about around the back, probably about midway.
Like
just
two strand twist or
yeah, you can just do
flat twist.
regular. Just if you know how to flat twist, then go ahead and flat twist. But if you don't know how to, then a regular 2-strand twist will work just fine.
What and did y'all mention what product to retwist with? I might have zoned out.
You can retwist with because we just freshly styled your hair or Carol's hair. Then you can retwist with the hydrating moisture cream. With that, because of the water content, this is going to help to reactivate the product that is already in her hair, so it doesn't create a buildup over time. So you can just use about, I say you shouldn't need any more than about a nickel size amount per section. Just rub a little bit of that on and then twist, and that'll dry very quickly, set nicely overnight, and also helps to keep the hair hydrated as well. And you should be able to just take that down and reset.
Perfect. And everybody has a different method and approach. For me, I will retwist. I will retwist and wear this for a couple of days, but I will put a little bit more Cragel on my hands when I retwist. I tend to be really frizzy. Type 4s, if you find that you have a hard time with day 2 hair, if your moisture level isn't where it needs to be, don't be afraid to use a little bit more of your product. If it's Urban Bella product, I don't know about that other stuff. But don't be afraid to use a little more product because it will help make sure your ends are intact, which is the part that makes you feel like you're done and you're styled. We have one more question tonight. I'm going to get this one in. What we got?
Can she pineapple her flat twist?
I don't recommend pineappling
What does that
on
mean?
type 4 hair.
That's when you take a scarf and you wrap it from the base, and
tied in the front.
Exactly, and it kind of pulls the hair up. Problem with that being is that hair has memory. So if you continue to do that, it's going to cause the hair to want to flip up and stay flipped up. Now that is depending on the texture. For most 4C textures, it will cause the hair to flip up and stay flipped up. So if you are a 4C, no, I would not recommend that. Really, the best way to preserve this style on 4C texture is to go ahead and to just retwist around the perimeter. I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm looking here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, no, camera's on Carol. You're good. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, we can't even see you. Well,
I just want to make sure
I'll tease you later. We see you, but I just keep doing that. Okay, so we have one more question tonight about co-washing. I'm not ignoring you, my co-washing person. I will touch on co-washing in the next episode. So be sure to join us. I will actually spend more time on co-washing. I have your question. What's the question again?
What's your opinion on co-washing?
What's my opinion on co-washing? Tune in next week to get my full detailed explanation about co-washing. The week after next. Sorry, see, I already want to do it again. All right, everybody. So Periscope, thank you for joining us, guys. We are ending this broadcast, and you can watch it and share it with everybody live. You can also catch it on YouTube. Thank you, everybody, and have a very good night. We will join us again September 17th. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us at 4:30. We show behind the scenes. You can watch that live too. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you. Bye.
If